Hello, Sarah of SEK Handmade here, and today I'm so excited to share with you the broken rib stitch. Let's go! Alright, let's talk about what supplies you're going to need for this tutorial. You can pick any weight yarn. I have picked Wool Spun by Lion Brand. This is actually a discontinued yarn, but it's one of my favorites. It's a nice plush bulky weight yarn. And then you'll just also need a matching hook. This can be whatever hook size you prefer to work with the weight of yarn that you're using. Remember, we're just practicing here, so this combination doesn't have to be perfect. This is what the broken rib stitch fabric looks like. It's a really great texture made with simple stitches and a 2-row repeat. So let's take a look at it. All right, let's dive into the broken rib stitch pattern. This is not a specific stitch, but a combination of stitches and rows that make a really nice texture. This pattern of stitches is a 2-stitch repeat and also a 2-row repeat. Since this stitch pattern uses post stitches, I personally prefer not to end with a post stitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work my chains in multiples of 2 plus an extra stitch so that I have just a plain stitch on each end, and then plus another one for a turning chain. It ends up being multiples of 2, but I want you to understand where all those chains are going in the end as well. So go ahead and work your slip knot and then chain whatever multiple of 2 stitches you would personally prefer to work the size swatch you'd like to work. And then we'll meet back here when you're ready. All right, I have worked a total of 16 chains here, and so I am ready to work my first row. You may work into your starting chain however you prefer. I personally prefer to work into the back bump, and if that's something you'd like to try, I will go ahead and place a tutorial video for that below in the show notes so that you can check that out. Our first row is just going to be a row of simple half double crochets, so we're going to skip our first chain, work into our second chain, and just work half double crochets all the way down our row. So pause the video here, work all the way down your chain with half double crochet stitches, and we'll meet back here for the second row of this fun stitch pattern. All right, I have my row of half double crochet stitches complete, and so I'm going to start my next row by chaining one and turning my work around. We're going to go ahead and work into our first stitch, and so that first stitch is going to be just a simple half double crochet. Now we're going to work into the post of our next stitch. So this is the post of our first stitch, this is the post of our next stitch. We're going to work a front post double crochet into this one. So insert your hook from the front to the back to the front, around that post, grab a loop, pull it up nice and high, and work a double crochet. Now we're going to work into our next stitch, and we're going to work another half double crochet. Remember, you haven't worked into the top of this previous stitch that was your post stitch, so make sure you're not working into that with your half double crochet. That gets skipped, and we're going to work in the next stitch. You'll find yourself increasing stitches a whole bunch if you accidentally end up working into those stitches twice by placing a post stitch and a half double crochet into that one. So we've worked a half double crochet into our third stitch, and now we're going to work a front post double crochet again, inserting our hook from front to back, back to front, yarn over, pull up a loop nice and high, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and that's another front post double crochet. We're going to continue to work across our whole entire row in that manner. So work 1 half double crochet, 1 front post double crochet, alternating between the 2 stitches all the way across your row. You can go ahead and pause here and I'll meet you back at the end. All right, I'm here at the end of my row and I have one last stitch to work. If you work the even number of chains that I suggested, you should be ending with a half double crochet just like you started with a half double crochet. So I'm going to work a half double crochet in that final stitch there, and that's our second row. To get started on our third row, we're going to chain one, turn our work around, and that's where you can start to see this really beautiful stitch pattern. This is the front side of your work. For your third row, we're going to repeat the first row that we worked, which means we're just going to work one half double crochet into the top of every single stitch that we worked the previous row. So we have a half double crochet in the top of our half double crochets and in the top of our post stitches. Work across there and we'll meet at the end again. All right, I worked all my half double crochets all the way across the row, and we're ready for our next row of texture stitches. So we're going to go ahead and chain one and turn our work. As I said, this is a 2-row repeat, so we're going to repeat the same row we worked last time, starting with a half double crochet, and then in our second stitch we're going to work our front post double crochet, and then we're going to keep alternating between our half double crochet stitches and our front post double crochet stitches. The reason I wanted to work one more row with you of this stitch pattern was to point out the fact that our post stitches should be lining up on top of each other. That's what creates the texture of this beautiful fabric. So something to keep an eye out every time you go to this wrong side row and start working your half double crochets and your front post double crochets is just to stop, take a look, make sure your post stitches are lining up so that you're getting the texture correct. I'm at the end of my row, so I have one more front post double crochet stitch to work and one more half double crochet stitch at the very end, anchoring with a half double crochet at each end just to keep our fabric nice and smooth. And then again, this is the wrong side of our fabric, so when we flip it over, we now have 2 full repeats of that really gorgeous textured pattern. And there you have it, a beginner-friendly but beautifully textured stitch that's perfect for all seasons. Be sure to check out the show notes below for links to any patterns or related videos. I would love it if you would like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any great tutorials. Until I see you next time, happy crafting!